Well, tonight the world is waiting to see what will happen next. The Israel-Iran conflict continues to escalate with possible U.S. involvement on the table. NBC Bay Area's Jocelyn Moran joining us in the newsroom tonight. And Jocelyn, President Trump and his team met in the Situation Room late today. What do we know?
Gia, a senior White House official says this meeting was to discuss the ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel. It lasted about an hour. It was not immediately clear who attended and whether any decisions about possible U.S. involvement were made. But earlier today, the president said he was still considering a U.S. military strike on Iran's nuclear sites. Tonight, questions remain as to whether the U.S. will intervene in the escalating conflict between Israel and Iran. Israel destroying Iranian helicopters and missile launchers as it targets Iran's nuclear program. Iran firing back, launching its own airstrikes, though most of its missiles have been intercepted. A senior White House official said a Situation Room meeting to discuss the ongoing conflict today had concluded. It's not clear what was discussed or who attended. Javed Ali is a professor at the University of Michigan and a former senior U.S. government counterterrorism official.
Based on my own experience in the National Security Council, when these sort of decisions are about to be made, there are a whole menu of options that are presented to the president, and then the president, acting as commander-in-chief under the Constitution, can pick one. Earlier today, before that meeting, President Trump said he had not made a final decision on whether the U.S. would strike Iran.
I may do it, I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do.
The president also had a blunt demand for Iran's supreme leader.
Unconditional surrender. That means I've had it. Okay, I've had it. I give up. No more.
Today, Iran's supreme leader posting, quote, "The Americans should know that any U.S. military intervention will undoubtedly be accompanied by irreparable damage."
What do you say to the supreme leader of Iran who says that they will not surrender?
Say good luck.
There's a pretty defiant stream of comments and statements from the supreme leader. How that changes over the next few days, again, based on where things wind up on the diplomatic side, or if the U.S. does get involved militarily, that remains to be seen.
According to sources with knowledge of the matter, Israel's airstrikes on Iran have likely set the country's nuclear program back by a few months.
I say it very simply. Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. Too much devastation. And they'd use it. You know, I believe they'd use it. Others won't use it, but I believe they'd use it.
Meantime, the U.S. ambassador to Israel says the U.S. is coordinating planes and cruise ships to take American citizens out of Israel. Rush.
Jocelyn, thank you.